My name is Mike Ross. I represent the communities of Mission Hill, Fenway, Back Bay, Beacon Hill, West End, District 8. My goal tonight is to stop the Mission K-8 from moving out of Mission Hill to prevent the destruction of a neighborhood and the uprooting of excellence. You may have been told by the school department not to worry about Mission Hill, that there are no more residents there, that it's all college students. Unfortunately, this isn't too far from the truth. It's why we're clinging to those few residents left who are drawn to our community to go to this gem of a school. Of the 166 students who attend the Mission K-8 school, 100 of which live within the 1-mile walk zone, 100 families. They aren't all Mission Hill families. Some live on the edge. But we cannot afford to lose a single one, and with this move, we will. We all recognize we don't have neighborhood schools in our city. This is part of an ongoing discussion as it relates to the assignment plan. But we all know for any future plan to work, it will require quality in all our neighborhoods. You said as much in your own materials when you wrote, quote, "It's easy to point to individual schools of excellence in our community. What we seek is a community where all schools excel." So I ask you, how will the children of Mission Hill excel when you're removing its greatest academic asset? Picture your own communities in which you live.
30 seconds.
Mr. Chairman, Miss Vice Chairwoman, in Roxbury, if you were to lose the Marshall or the Hale, or Miss Harris, Rosendale losing the Mozart or the Haley, or Claudio Martinez, JP losing the Manning or the Mendel, or Michael O'Neill, Charlestown losing the Warren Prescott, or Maury Tamer, West Roxbury losing the Linden. 100 families. Ironically, these aren't the first families to lose in Mission Hill. Last year, BPS closed the Farragut School in Mission Hill. 85 families were in that walk zone. The reality is that this was and is a flawed process from the start. This latest scheme is a last-minute attempt to fix a series of flawed mistakes. The process never seriously engaged parents and communities. Tonight, it's Mission Hill. Who is it tomorrow? You write on your acceleration agenda strategic plan, quote, "We must have the foresight and flexibility to adapt our plans as needed with input from families, students, staff, and the community." Input from the community. You simply did not. BPS's original plan was hatched behind closed doors and was never intended to ever have a single community meeting. Your process has been misleading. In materials that you provided to the state, you list Mission Hill as being located in Jamaica Plain. In this morning's Globe article, BPS is quoted as saying there are 8 other options. There are not. Most families do not live close enough to go to those schools. Some of those schools aren't all schools. They're not all high-performing, and most exist within the West Zone. The only true Mission Hill Walk Zone schools were the Farragut, which you closed, the Tobin, which was listed as a turnaround school, and the Mission K-8, which you are now closing. And so I ask you, and I beg of you, consider my proposal. Divide the question. Pass the elements of this plan that work and table those that do not. If you do that, you will still expand excellence for 500 students, and you will preserve those state funds that are slated for the Hyde Park Education Complex. Members of the committee, Mr. Chairman, Superintendent Johnson, let me make myself perfectly clear. Tonight's plan destroys the future of a community and severely weakens one of your greatest schools. I promise before people who are here tonight that unless there is a fair process, a democratic process, an equitable process that allows community people to really participate, to really get involved, from the poorest family to the richest among us, when I receive your budget in April, I will vote against it, and I will work every one of my colleagues to do the same.
Thank you, Councilor. Ms. Sullivan.